It was a Monday when my world split in two. The morning felt like any other. Sunlight slicing through the blinds, the smell of coffee drifting through the kitchen, and Olivia humming off-key while watering the succulents she'd grown obsessed with during quarantine. If anyone had asked me then, I would have said we were happy. Maybe not the euphoric, fairy tale kind of happy, but content. Stable. Safe. I was wrong. 2 weeks before everything unraveled, Olivia started staying out later than usual. Her excuses were typical. Traffic was hell. Or Ashley had a meltdown over Brad again, and I couldn't leave her alone. At first, I believed her. Why wouldn't I? We'd been together for 6 years. We shared a condo, a bank account, a dog named Murphy. We'd been planning to start trying for a baby by the end of the year. I had every reason to trust her. But suspicion has a nasty way of creeping in through the cracks. It started with her phone. She never left it unattended. She used to be casual about it, leaving it on the kitchen counter or the bathroom sink. But now it was always on her, face down, locked tighter than Fort Knox. Then came the smell of unfamiliar cologne on her clothes, the unexplained credit card charges to high-end restaurants I'd never been to, and the absence in her eyes when she looked at me. I told myself I was being paranoid. I told myself relationships go through phases. That we were both busy, stressed, just going through the motions. Then I found the text. I wasn't even snooping. Her phone buzzed while she was in the shower, and Murphy knocked it off the nightstand while chasing his tail. I picked it up without thinking, and there it was. A message from someone named T, reading. Last night was wild. Can't stop thinking about you. Can't wait to see you again. Everything inside me froze. Time slowed. My ears rang. My hands shook as I scrolled up. More messages, more secrets, more nights I thought she was with friends but she was with him. Photos. Videos. Things I didn't know she was capable of doing, especially not with someone else. When she came out of the shower, wrapped in a towel, steam clinging to her skin, I was still standing there, phone in hand, jaw clenched. You want to explain this? I asked, voice low, trembling. She paused. Her expression didn't crumble in guilt like I expected. No panic. No regret. Just a flicker of annoyance. I told you you're too controlling. Controlling? I laughed, incredulous. You've been cheating on me for what, months? And I'm controlling? She crossed her arms, like she was the one betrayed. We haven't been happy for a long time, Nate. You work all the time, you don't talk to me anymore. I needed something more. That was her justification. Not an apology. Not even a hint of remorse. Just a cold, detached list of everything I'd failed to be. And how that somehow justified her sleeping with someone else. I don't remember the rest of the argument, not clearly. Voices raised, doors slammed, Murphy barking in the corner. She packed a bag. I didn't stop her. I watched her leave with the same numb disbelief someone must feel watching their house burn down. Days blurred into nights. I stopped going to work. I didn't eat much. Murphy sensed it, stayed by my side like a shadow. I replayed everything in my head, the laughter, the shared vacations, the silly arguments over laundry. And then the betrayal. Like a knife twisting deeper every time I remembered how effortlessly she walked away. I thought that was the worst part, that she left me. But then I learned who she left me for. Trevor. That name didn't mean anything to me until I saw his photo. Then it clicked. The smarmy sales rep from her company's Christmas party. The one who kept touching her lower back and making jokes I didn't understand. The one she swore was just a friend. He was the one she'd been sneaking off to see. She left 6 years of love and loyalty for a guy who wore too much cologne and called himself a serial entrepreneur. I kept tabs on her from a distance. Not because I wanted her back. God, no. But because some bitter, broken part of me wanted to see her suffer. I know that sounds cruel. Maybe it is. But when someone you love betrays you, forgiveness doesn't come easy. At first, things seemed great for her. Social media was flooded with photos. Her and Trevor on weekend getaways, sipping wine in rooftop bars, wrapped up in each other like teenagers. They looked happy. Recklessly, obnoxiously happy. But perfect storms always start with sunshine. 2 months later, the photos stopped. No check-ins. No updates. No stories. Silence. I heard through a mutual friend, one of the few who hadn't picked sides, that Olivia had been hospitalized. Some kind of infection. I didn't care. I told myself I didn't. But when I heard Trevor had vanished, blocked her, ghosted her, packed up and moved to another city, curiosity got the better of me. I reached out. "Why the hell are you calling me?" she answered, voice brittle and weak. "I heard you're in the hospital." A pause. "So what? Just wanted to know if you're okay." She laughed, and it was the most pitiful sound I'd ever heard. "You want to gloat? Is that it?" "No," I said, and I meant it. "I want to understand." She told me everything. Trevor wasn't who she thought he was. He had other women, lots of them. She wasn't special. She was just another conquest. And when she got sick, when the pain became unbearable, and the tests came back positive for something she never expected to contract, he vanished. Blocked her. Disappeared without a trace. And there she was, lying in a hospital bed. Alone, humiliated, scared, and full of regret. "I thought he loved me," she whispered. "I gave up everything." "You didn't give it up," I said quietly. "You threw it away." Silence on the other end. Then a choked sob. I didn't gloat. I didn't mock her. I didn't hang up. But I didn't visit either. Because forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean opening old wounds just to stitch them back together. She reached out again after she was discharged. She said she missed me. Said she still loved me. Said she made a mistake. But love doesn't survive betrayal. Not the kind we had. Not the kind she destroyed. I told her I hoped she healed. Physically, emotionally, all of it. But I couldn't be the one to help her do it. I'd already bled too much. In the end, I didn't need revenge. Life handed it to her in the form of karma. She lost everything. Not just me, but the illusion of what she thought she had. And me? I rebuilt. Slowly. Painfully. Brick by brick. 1 year later, I met someone new. Someone kind. Honest. The kind of woman who doesn't play games with hearts. We're not rushing anything. We've both been hurt before. But there's peace in that. In knowing what you want because you've already learned what you'll never accept again. And sometimes late at night, when Murphy curls up at the foot of the bed, I think about Olivia. I wonder if she ever looks back and realizes the cost of her choices. But I don't dwell on it. Because some stories aren't meant to be rewritten. Some are just meant to be survived.